Welcome back to the sanctuary of the soul, the library of hidden emotions, and the home of the stories that define a generation. Welcome to Anything You Want. We are gathered here once again to peel back the glossy layers of magazine covers and red carpet photos to find the beating human heart beneath. If you are new to our community, we invite you to join us on this journey of discovery. Please subscribe and ring the notification bell so that you never miss a chapter of these unfolding lives. And for those who wish to empower our independent journalism and dive even deeper into the truth, the join button is waiting for you. Your membership is the lifeblood of this channel. Don't forget to like this video to help spread the power of true love to every corner of the world. Today, we are revisiting a story that we thought we knew, only to realize we were merely reading the prologue. We are talking about the phenomenon that is Karam Bursin and Hand Erçel. For years, we watched their chemistry ignite the screen in Sun Kal Kapimi. We speculated, we hoped, and we dreamed. But recently, Karam Bursin dropped a confession that has rewritten history. He revealed that the love we saw wasn't just acting, it was a secret he carried from the very first moment he saw her. Let us step into the shoes of a man who loved in silence. History, as they say, is often written by the victors, but in the world of romance, it is written by the patient. Karam Bursin, a man known for his transparency and charm, has recently shattered the timeline of his relationship with Hand Erçel with a confession that has sent shockwaves through the industry. While the world believed their romance blossomed slowly over the course of filming, Bursin has revealed a truth far more poetic and painful: I was in love with Hand from the beginning. To understand the gravity of this admission, we must travel back to the very first reading rehearsal for the series Sun Kal Kapimi. It was a day like any other in the bustling world of Turkish television production. Scripts were being shuffled, coffees were being poured, and nerves were high. But for Karam Bursin, the moment Hand Erçel walked into the room, the atmospheric pressure shifted. He describes the experience not merely as attraction, but as a seismic event in his soul. Sometimes you see someone and in your heart, you know how you feel that something is changing? That is exactly what I felt, he confessed. It was an indescribable epiphany, a sudden realization that the person standing before him was not just a co-star, but a catalyst for a new version of himself. The love at first sight trope is often dismissed as a cliché, but Bursin's raw retelling breathes new life into the concept, proving that sometimes, the heart knows before the mind can catch up. It is a terrifying and beautiful thing, isn't it? To look at a stranger and know, instantly, that they will mean everything to you. Have you ever experienced love at first sight? Or do you think it is a myth? We want to hear your personal stories in the comments below. And if you are enjoying this deep dive into Karam's heart, please consider hitting the join button to support the Anything You Want team. However, every great love story requires an obstacle, and for Karam Bursin, the obstacle was reality itself. At the time of this profound realization, Hand Erçel was not free. She was in another relationship, a fact that Karam was painfully aware of. This knowledge transformed his budding love into a silent, internalized struggle. He was a man possessed by a feeling he could not name aloud, forced to bury his affection under the guise of professional camaraderie. I saw her every day on set, but I couldn't show my feelings to anyone, he admitted, his words painting a picture of exquisite torture. Because Hand was in a relationship, and I had no choice but to respect that. This statement reveals the depth of Bursin's character. He was not just a romantic, he was a gentleman. He understood that true love is not about possession or disruption, it is about respect. He chose to honor her boundaries and her privacy, even if it meant his own heart had to wait in the shadows. He did not share this secret with his closest friends, nor did he whisper it to his confidants. He carried it alone, a solitary flame kept alive in the wind. This context adds a fascinating new layer to the series Sun Kal Kapimi. When we watch the early episodes now, we are not just watching the character Serkan Bolat fall for Eda Yildiz. We are watching Karam Bursin navigate his real-world emotions for Hand Erçel. He confessed that the romantic scenes, often dismissed by actors as technical choreography, were for him a visceral experience. The scene would end, the director would say cut, but my heart wouldn't stop, he revealed. Imagine the complexity of that situation. Standing inches away from the woman you love, reciting words of adoration written by a scriptwriter, while your own internal monologue is screaming the truth. Every shared coffee between scenes, every lingering glance across the craft services table, every brief conversation after rehearsals, these were not just mundane moments of set life. They were the oxygen that fed his silent fire. Sometimes, even Han's smile brightened my day, he said, a simple sentence that carries the weight of 1,000 love poems. He was inspired not just by her physical beauty, which is undeniable, but by her discipline, her energy, and the grace with which she handled the chaos of fame. We have to ask, does knowing this change how you watch the show? Does it make Sirkin's intensity feel more real? Let us know if you are planning a rewatch with this new perspective. And remember, subscribing to Anything You Want is the best way to stay connected to these revelations. Because he could not be her lover, Kerim Bürsin resolved to be her best friend. He stated that their relationship on set gradually evolved into a profound bond rooted in communication. Backstage, away from the cameras and the crew, they would engage in long, meandering conversations about life, dreams, fears, and careers. It was in these quiet moments that the foundation for their future was laid. He admitted that these conversations, while beautiful, made suppressing his feelings increasingly difficult. For the first time, I felt that she truly understood me, he reflected. It is a dangerous thing to be understood by the person you love but cannot have. Yet, he waited. He believed in the virtue of patience. He trusted that if this connection was meant to be, the universe would eventually align the stars. He supported her through her difficult moments, offering a shoulder to lean on during the exhaustion of filming and the pressures of media scrutiny. In those moments, Han became more than just a crush, she became his sanctuary, a person with whom he felt a deep, resonant peace. As time marched on, circumstances began to shift. The chemistry that had captured the imagination of millions, prompting fan assertions that this can't just be acting, was finally given room to breathe in the real world. Both actors found themselves opening new chapters in their lives, free from the constraints of the past. Kerim recounts the turning point with cinematic clarity. There was a specific conversation, a moment where the dam finally broke. That day, I felt I could no longer remain silent, he said. The realization that he no longer had to hide, that he could finally step into the light and speak his truth, was an indescribable joy. But the greatest joy was discovering that he was not alone in this feeling. The reciprocity of his love was the reward for his months of stoic patience. This was not a rushed, scandalous on-set fling, it was a mature, genuine emotion that had been tempered by time and respect. Kerim Bürsin's confession has done more than just generate headlines, it has validated the instincts of fans around the world. It proves that the spark we see on screen is sometimes a reflection of a blazing fire off-screen. It teaches us that love is not always about the grand gesture or the immediate gratification. Sometimes, love is about waiting. It is about respecting the person you love enough to let them live their life, while you quietly prepare to be there when they are ready. Whatever I felt inside, I didn't want to break anyone's heart, he had said. In an industry often defined by selfishness and ego, Kerim Bürsin chose integrity. The spark that ignited the day he first saw Han Ersel grew with patience and respect, transforming into a story that is still generating discussion today. It is etched in our memories not just as a celebrity gossip item, but as a testament to the endurance of the human heart. It is a story that reminds us that the best things in life are worth waiting for. Kerim Bürsin didn't just give us a performance. He gave us a lesson in how to love with honor. Whether they are together or apart, the history they built remains a beautiful chapter in the book of love. What do you think about Kerim's decision to stay silent for so long? Was it the right choice, or should he have spoken sooner? We are dying to hear your thoughts in the comments. If this story moved you, please make sure to like this video and share it with your fellow romantics. And for those who want to support high-quality, narrative-driven content, please click the join button and become a part of the Anything You Want family today. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep your heart open to the magic of the beginning.